Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Xandierious and we are back in Magic Arena for another fun video. Today I present to you my Historic Madness deck. It is jank, it is fun, I've had quite a lot of drinks, and we're just going to jump right into the cards. We have 4 Fountain of Renewal, 1 Search for Azcanta, 2 Find Finality, mainly to get creatures back because my creatures are probably going to die. 2 Thematic Compass for some control, 4 Treasure Map for filtering the top deck, plus card draw, plus, control. We need to make it into the later game. Sai Master Thopterus. This is where the Historic Madness comes in. We're going to be making Thopter tokens. We're going to be turning our thematic, Fountain of Renewal and the Transmogrifying Wand into 5/5s. We got 2 Murder for some removal. This deck runs everything but red. We got 2 Gift of Paradise for the life gain plus the fixing a mana. Transmog Wand for the kill spell. 2 Ixalan Binding to take away the really annoying stuff like Planeswalkers. 2 On Sarah's Wings. It's a legendary enchantment. Legendary being historic, which is important. I originally had 2 dive downs, but I often found myself throwing them. Wow, I never noticed that the Sphinx has a human face. That's really freaky. Anyway, I ended up noticing I not using the dive downs or throwing them to the bottom of the library with the map. So I put in 2 Sphinx of Foresight. I haven't tested it since then. I'm hoping the Scry 3, if it's in the opening hand, is helpful. Vraska's Contempt. Awakened Amalgam. I wish I had more of these to throw in, at least one more. My mana base is largely dependent on this card, which may or may not be a mistake. I have the Yora's Familiar for the historic discount. I got a single Karn. I got 2 Traxos, which synergizes extremely well with the On Sarah's Wings because it untaps it and then gives it Vigilance. It's amazing. I got a Tezzeret in here. I got an Eldest Reborn. I got Chromium for the memes. Oh, I used to have an Immortal Sun, but I guess I took it out for the Chromium. This deck has gone through a bunch of adaptations. Here's the mana base. It really is a mess. Guildmage's Forum is amazing because it fixes our mana. Lets us produce one of any kind even if we're not doing a multicolored spell. So we're just going to take this right in and see how it does. I hope it does well. I'm hoping things go well this time. Last time I played a janky deck, it was the 150 card Leaf Pile, and that did not go so well. That was very frustrating, but I mean, I'm having a great time right now. We got the blue, we got the turn 1 Fountain. Let's just see where this takes us. This might not be the best keep I've ever had, but I mean, we got the color that matters right now. We got the blue. Alright, so we look like we're going against a Simic deck. The Fountain will help gain us some life, so that's nice. We might play that. No, we probably won't play that on turn 3. That doesn't make sense because I'd come in tapped. And then we won't hit the Thopterus on curve. Gonna gain life. We get probably our best top deck. I probably will play the Isolated Chapel now as I'm going to scry on my upkeep. I can't believe I top decked the map. So they think we're probably some sort of big mana Simic. Or they could be thinking we're some sort of... we're going to be dropping white here for Teferi. But we're not. We're a historic jank. There's no need to concede. I'll keep that on top. That seems like a fine draw. They're probably very mid-rangey. I've been wrong before, though. I'm going to play out the Arch so that we can try to resume the Compass. They could counter it. If they counter it here, it shows us that they're probably not going to be playing mid-range. They're probably going to be playing Control. Having... Ooh, Mill. Are they Mill or are they Jank? What did they get rid of? I saw Murder go into the bin. That's not the worst. Unknown Shores is some nice mana fixing. Are they really running blue-green Mill? Maybe they're blue-green-white Mill? I mean, I don't understand why this card's in there unless they're Mill. Running against Ghost Dog. Okay. So here we're definitely going to play out the Thopterus. I forgot to scry on my upkeep. You know, I don't like the idea of playing the Thopterus into some counter magic. So I'm going to scry now. Better late than never. Next turn we'll be able to create our tokens and do some fun things with that. Our opponent really deciding if they want to counter our triggered ability off of an artifact. Because, you know, that's something you can do. Do I like another treasure map? I think I do. Mainly because I don't know what their deck is doing and they're going very slow for us. So we're going to let them take their turn. Put an upkeep stop. No, I don't need an upkeep stop because I know what's on top. That'd be redundant. Let's fix the next turn's draw. I don't like how they're not playing anything, though. So let's get the draw filtered out. Let's see how this is going to go. If they resolve it this time, I don't know. What am I looking for? Frilled Mystic. Counter target spell. Sweet, that's not a spell. That's not a spell. Search for Azcanta is beautiful. I'm going to play out the Thopterist. I could taunt them with an oops because they really messed up. But that's alright. I could play out the treasure map to get a Thopter while they're tapped out. That's not good. I have to hope to top deck a... ooh, we can deal with it. It'll be messy, but we can deal with it. How much total mana do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 and 3 is 8. Black, black, murder the Frilled Mystic. Black, Eldest Reborn. You know what? I think that's what we go for. Black, black. Murdered the Frilled Mystic. And then we Eldest Reborn. Might as well pay black for it. Because that Carnage Tyrant can't stick around. We're going to hit them for 1. There's no reason not to. They're not going to be running hasters or anything that will punish me for tapping that I can think of. I mean, I'll stand corrected the moment they play something that punishes me for attacking them. Adamas Climb doesn't really hurt us. It's just kind of annoying. Each creature with a +1/+1 on it has flying. They discard their last card. I could gift a Paradise. Do I like doing that? 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't give me 4. Yeah, so we'll play out the treasure map. Get ourselves a little Thopter. We'll play out Search for Azcanta. We'll do our scry right now because I have no reason to wait. Put that to the bottom. I don't really need another land. They have a 3/4 flyer that they can hit us with next time. But we get a Carnage Tyrant. That's going to be a 4/5 if they buff it again. Gore Claw's not really a problem at the moment. They're buffing the Gore Claw. Oh, because every creature with the +1 counter gets flying. Not going to block it. No sense to. Didn't put in the upkeep scry. So I'm going to do it right now. View the browser. Going to put that in the graveyard. Sweet. Alright. Let's tap the green and do the scry. Another land. Not what we need. I don't know what I'm looking for, though. I'll be honest. Detection Tower isn't bad for a land. We're going to get ourselves a Carnage Tyrant. Okay. 3 would give us 1, 2, 3 mana. So we're just going to go straight for the Onsera's Wings. Onto our Carnage Tyrant. We could have waited until next turn, but on Sarah's Wings is kind of a pricey enchantment. We have an 8/7 flying lifelink, though, with hexproof and trample. They have a lot to answer here. I have 2 creatures as a buffer. They don't even play black, so I don't have to worry about that. We have 7 in the graveyard. We'll be flipping Search next turn. They'll give us extra land. Depending on our top deck, we will probably turn our forest into a Gift of Paradise land. Did I get the stop in on time? I did. We're going to keep this on the library, and we're going to transform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. We're going to do our draw because I did keep it on top. Main stage, we're going to... we'll tap this for green. I'm going to tap this for colorless and tap this for whatever. And I'm going to Gift to Paradise the forest. There's 3 life. Going to put down the compass. That's going to flip this turn. I get a Thopter. And then, let's see, what do they have? They have 9 total. They can kill my Carnage Tyrant, which is a pain in the butt. I'm going to scry the top. Sphinx of Foresight. What is that going to do for me? Lets me scry every turn. I'm going to keep it. Doesn't seem terrible. And then we're going to draw the Sphinx of Foresight. We don't have a way of playing it this turn. We can't do the search for Azcanta. This will flip, which is very nice. I think we just pass it back to them. We're in really good standings here, but we are still on the defense. They're going to flip their Hadana's Climb into the Winged Temple of Erazka. With the Winged Temple, they are able to double one of their creatures when it attacks, which they can do this turn. It's kind of a problem. We can chump it to death. Past the blockers. We'll just chump it, right? You don't have trample. Be a little late now, but... Okay. Anything we want to do? Oh, we could do this. Oh, we could have removed it from combat instead of sacrificing a Thopter. That's totally my fault. Let's get our draws from our treasure coves before we proceed any farther. Another Gift of Paradise isn't bad. We can toss that on the detection tower. Is that what I do? I don't see why not. We'll do this. We'll do that. And, oh, you know what? We'll put that on the Guild Mages Forum. No, we'll put it like that. Detection tower can get buffed up. That's fine by me. Yep. Good by me. And then we want 2 blue. And then another 2 blue. We're going to play the Sphinx. And then we can attack in with the Carnage Tyrant. It's a good time to do that. They don't have any cards in hand. They can't buff their Gore Claw. I'm going to gain 8 life. They're honest. Oh, I'm at 40. I forgot. The Fountain has been doing work behind the scenes here. Let's not forget the Spires this time. Creatures can adapt as if they don't have +1 counters. That's going to be a... Oh, man, that's going to be a pain with this guy. Adapt 2. It's going to be getting big, but I mean... Unless they dive down it, there's really nothing to worry about. And a combat. Carnage Tyrant does have Vigilance. I did forget about that as well. I find it very humorous that they have a flying Goreclaw. I just think of this giant, big-ass bear flying through the air. I can't use my search for his content at the end of the turn. I don't know what they're hung up on. It's going to be my turn. I get the Scry, which is going to be very valuable, especially since I'm out of card draw. Well, not totally out. I do have the Arch of Razka. Arch can draw a card for 5 plus its self-tapping. So 6 mana draw a card, which isn't amazing. What kind of mana would I look for? Having another swamp would be valuable, I think. So I'm going to pop this and grab myself another swamp. There is another murder floating in my deck, plus a Vraska's Contempt. Both those require double black, which I can get through the Gift of Paradise. And the Guild Mage's Forum. I did have the black tap land coming up. We can also look at what's left in our deck. We have Chromium still. We have Traxos. And we have another, the Angel Wings thing. The Onsera's Wings. Alright, so there's a tap land. I am going to, at sorcery speed, draw a card. You know what? Let's untap one of those and do blue instead. Never mind. Oh yeah, sure, why not? We'll do it like that. It's kind of clunky right now, just forgive me. I'm having some fun here. If you know what I mean. Alright. Vraska's Contempt is good. We'll take that. We'll run with it. We can Contempt this son of a bitch here. So we'll tap for this in a way that makes sense. 1, 2, 3. Like that. There we go. That takes away their double block. It wouldn't surprise me here if they concede. I guess I could have tapped the Arch of Razka. I don't have a way of drawing with it at this point. I do have the Spires of Razka. A lot of Razka. So they're going to make it strong as hell, I guess, before I exile it. I really don't understand the point of that. I could offer the trade with the Sphinx, but I don't feel like it. Do the damage, gain the life, and they're probably going to concede. I'm at 51, they're at 3. Yeah, they said thinking. I'm not sure what they're thinking about. I have no problem with it, though. Another cool emote they could add is a take your time emote. Maybe you could even give your opponents more time with the take your time emote. Like if they're not actually full roping you, but they're just, you know, really taking their time with something. I don't have a problem with that. I'm gonna probably pop my fountain before my turn just for the card draw. I definitely think they're gonna be conceding though. I don't see why they wouldn't concede here. Let's just show them that I'm going to draw a card. I don't know. They might scoop. I'm so glad it didn't tap the Spires of Razka. I mean, I'm sitting really good here at 51 life, but I appreciate that Arena's prioritizing Spires now, because I know from watching streamers and YouTubers in the past that it will tap Spires because it just views it as a useless, colorless land when it really is not. So that's going to make that... what? Adapt? I mean, I guess I'll keep that. Doesn't seem bad. We'll draw it. No sense in making them wait. Just a one attacker. It's all I need. You know, good game. They stuck it through. Ghost Dog, you were a worthy opponent. Very much appreciated that game. That game made me feel good, man. Made me feel good. Alright, I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's get into another one. That was about a 20-minute game, roughly. I mean, I know my timer's been running through the intro, so maybe a 15-minute game. But Ghost Dog put up a good game. I like their deck. I like their janky deck. I like that they let me play out my finishing move. A lot of opponents scoop before you can do the final attack, and I mean, in their defense, a lot of opponents will try to flex on you, being like, oh, look what I had in my hand. I could have played a Galta on Sarah's Winged It and drew a card, man. I'm going to keep this hand, absolutely. It's an excellent hand. I would love to Fountain first turn, but I think it's more important to play out a tap land, because that's a tap land no matter what. These are both tap lands unless I have black, green, or white, and I'm sitting on a blue here. Alright, we'll be able to scry. Looks like we're going up against Golgari. I'm actually going to put that on the bottom. It's a little slow. I mean, I know I'm kind of on a slow roll at this point, but next turn I can scry, do the island, double fountain, which I might need. It looks like I'm going to need double fountain. I don't think I need triple fountain. Let's see what we draw. We draw a compass. We'll main phase. And I think I will stay on my double fountain turn here. I could drop the fountain and start getting some lands coming in. That would make these two come in untapped, but... oh, geez, that's not going to be good. They have 5 mana for Tender Shoot. They have City's Blessing already. I need a kill spell. I need to kill that Tender Shoot. Both my Sphinxes are going on the bottom here. They get another Saproling. I straight out might be dead. We have a non-tap land. I might hold on to it, though, because Compass will tap me out. Then I'll play the Isolated Chapel to have white. And I can try to, let's see, do I survive? 12, 13, 14, 15. I survive till next turn. I flip the map. I can Ixalan bind their Tender Shoot, which debuffs their board, but they still are going to get another Saproling, and I'm at 7 life. I am not in a good place right now. Alright, we have a skilled animator that can turn one of our fountains into a creature. I think we keep it on the board. Resolve. They get another 1/1 essentially, because I will bind their dude. We're going to draw our guy. Go to our main phase. Play out that. We're going to play this out. I mean, I think we're dead no matter what, because that's going to give all their creatures +1/+1 plus, I mean, we're pretty much dead. We have 6 mana, so we don't even flip the compass. Gonna turn Fountain of Renewal into a 5/5. I mean, no attacks. It's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can block 2, which takes away 4 damage. I'm dead. So I'm going to drop them a good game because, I mean, their deck's impressive. I like that a lot. I don't know if they hit that opener very often, but that's awesome. I like that a lot. And that's a lot of the fun I get out of playing Jank decks. Jank decks is probably one of my favorite thing to run out of Arena. They can be so rewarding because you see these combos that are just woven within the cards. Some are the low-hanging fruit, you know, the really obvious ones, like, you know, History of Benalia Knights, which isn't necessarily jank, but it's still fun. Do I keep this? Let's try it. We have a Gift of Paradise. And we have our little meme card here. Yeah, I think we can try to run with this. I'm going to Drown Catacomb first turn. No reason not to. I can't guarantee that I'll get a blue or a black. Our opponent taking 1 mulligan, but they are on the draw, so that does kind of account for that. Anyway, I just love running Jank because you see so many of the combos that get hidden under the meta. You know, a new set comes out, people figure out what's good, they run that. They run a lot of what used to be good and try to adapt on that. Mana Screw. That's not good. But running these janky decks and forcing the matchmaker to find you other janky decks just shows all these other really cool combos within cards. And I feel like my Historic Madness deck really brings out the jankiest of the jank combos, because I have seen some of the coolest stuff come out of this deck. So I'm probably going to be scooping here, but I want to see what my opponent's up to. It looks like they're going to be dropping some hasty creatures. It wouldn't surprise me if the way I die is by a haste Galta. This gives all creatures Riot that aren't a token. Riot, you can choose between a +1/+1 counter or haste. They got to double Riot that card, which they chose +1/+1 counter both times. They could have did a combo. This, the +1/+1 counter and haste, yeah, that made a lot of sense. That gave them so much oh, they just gave it haste. Oh. Finally finding that third land. We can get up to 4 plus a murder next turn. I could Transmog Wand. That would also get me to... I'm not sure what I do. I guess I will Gift of Paradise my tower here. I'm probably still dead, but I really want to see what the opponent's up to. They seem to be up to some cool Gruul ramp. They're probably going to drop a hasty Galta. I want to see the hasty Galta. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 10 mana for Galta. You need 2 more. Oh, 11. I didn't count that one twice. They could also adapt this. It'll give it 3 plus 3, 5, so that... Oh, that they can get Galta this turn if they adapt the Incubation Druid, but they've already tapped wrong for that. Instead, they're going to get a Biogenetic Ooze. I like the idea of hasty oozes coming down. They did give it haste. The token didn't get haste or a +1 counter because it's a token. They all get buffed at the end of the turn. We have Woodland Cemetery coming in down. We have 5 mana. Is there much I can do with 2? No. I think this is the better play, though. Oh, it's probably the worst play because I still give them a goat. They get a 2/4 goat, which they can attack me with. I should have murdered the slime. I still have murder for something else, though. I don't know. I'm still probably dead. Triple Riot. That's definitely something you don't see every day. And there's the Galta. Give it up to the opponent here. I'm going to give them the good game. And then as soon as it lets me, I'm going to give them a nice... That was really nice. I like that. Oh, they gave it... I mean, it doesn't make sense to give it double haste, so might as well give it a +1 counter and make it a 13/13. That was dope. That was dope as all hell. That was worth staying in the match just to see the 13/13 hasty Galta rushing me. That was amazing. I love that so much. They still could have adapted the Druid, and that would have benefited them for playing... mathematically would have benefited them for playing Galta is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I learned my lesson from last time. I'm going to mulligan this hand. We do have the Gift of Paradise for ramp. We do have Fountain for life gain turn 1 with the untapped land, but I mean, I need to take the hit here. I'm going to shock myself. This comes in untapped turn 2. Yeah. Do I take the land? Sure, let's take the land. That could put me at risk of flooding, but maybe not. Maybe that's exactly what I want. The opponent's also on the life gain plan, so it looks like we'll be going in for a nice long game together. Could have played the Temple Garden, but I mean, it's really no big deal. It really isn't. So this will come in untapped on my turn, which is very nice. Ooh, we're hitting some good cards now. I like seeing this. Next turn, I can get a 5/5 Fountain of Renewal. If I shock myself. Do I value shocking myself? Depends what the opponent's up to. I've been so absorbed in my board because of reasons, you know, that I didn't notice that they're playing red. We don't have to shock ourselves. At least not yet. So I'll play the skilled animator and I'll get myself the 5-5. They could remove the skilled animator and that gets rid of the 5-5. Let's put on the pressure. This probably totally blindsided them because this is not something you see often. They just got hit by a 5-5 Fountain of Renewal. Next turn I can play Traxxas. I can shock myself to do that, which I think will be the right play because the turn after Temple Garden will give us the white we need to on Sarah's Wings it. There we go. We'll attack here. They could buff and kill my Fountain. They could buff and kill my Fountain. They could seal it away too. If they had seal away, they would have played it before they took the 5 damage. So already, Skilled Animator has allowed my Fountain of Renewal to deal 10 damage to my opponent. They're gaining a lot of life because they're playing a token build here. They have Siege Gang Commander and a lot of goblins to throw next turn. But next turn I'm going to be clocking them for 8 in the air lifelink. Yeah, this is the combo. This is the combo. I'm not going to attack with the Fountain this turn because that's suicide for the Fountain. We're going to be gaining 8, which is going to be a huge advantage for us. I would anticipate that they kill the skilled animator. Anticipate, not participate, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. They lay a land, they can do 6 damage. It's not enough to kill Traxxas, but I don't know if I take the block with them if they offer it. So all they need to do is 2 damage to Traxxas. So I guess I can block 1, even if they get the other land. They get another Siege Gang, which gives them a lot more life gain and a lot more tokens and goblins to play around with, but without the land, that's inconsequential. They're just looking to overwhelm me here soon. What can I do? I can Sphinx a Foresight. I could activate the Compass to play a land this turn. That would only give me 2 lands, though. I need 3 for a murder, so I'm going to play out the Sphinx. It's another flyer that they'll have to deal with. Traxxas has Trample, so when they block, if they block, they'll still be taking 7 damage, but then they'll be healing 1 for the lifelink of the Healer's Hawk. I'm surprised they didn't take the block. They probably, if they were going to block, they should have blocked. Although I guess they didn't swing out because it would have been suicide for the Healer Hawk to hit my Traxxas. They can do 4 damage with Siege Gang. They got Heroic Reinforcements, which is almost a problem for us, but we're at 36 life and we're about to gain 8 more. I think we make the Siege Gang commanders go away. After that, we just make sure we get rid of the lifelink. And a 1-3 can't really do anything but absorb damage. So they're tapped out. I'm not worried about any tricks. I'm not going to math it out. I'll just let the game do that. Yeah, we survive. Back up to 22 because the lifelink of Traxxas. Actually, yeah, I don't need the land. Not right now. I mean, I'm running 4. We're doing great. 8. Yeah, they're dead. They didn't let us play it out. We took too long to click. I was a little taken back that we actually survived a Heroic Reinforcements, but that was a good game. I like their deck. I like the token spewing. Definitely good dank. It's a dank deck to run a Johnny's Healing in, is what I'm trying to say. Very dank. You get the absolute most value of a Johnny's Healing, a Johnny's Welcome with all the healing from the tokens coming in. Can you tell I've been drinking? I don't know. Who knows? I talk kind of crazy anyway, stutter over my words and all sorts of stuff. I love the search for Iskanta. If we get a green, we have double Gift of Paradise. Otherwise, we get punished. That's 2 dead draws if we don't get a green. Sai looking like we'll be able to get it. I'm going to keep this hand. I want to see where it goes. This is not a hand that I get to mess around with much. With only 1 Search for Escanta in my Magic Arena library, I don't get to play it much. This gives us a black and a white. We can get the blue next turn, so not worried about that. We'll play the blue, and everything will be hunky-dory. We'll make this Scorpion run across the arena like that. Mono white again. Potentially a different deck. Different opponent, I'm assuming. There's the Search for Escanta. They're probably thinking we're some sort of crazy-ass Esper. It'd be clutch to get a green off the top. I think I would go for Gift of Paradise over the Thopters because I don't have any artifacts to make Thopters. That would make us harder to kill with the Gift of Paradise as well. Let's see. I'm going to send that to the graveyard. We have plenty of lands, we just don't have the right ones. I'm going to play out the Arch. I'm going to hit the curve with that. Next turn. Oh man, I don't know where we're going to be going from here. We're going to be in trouble really fast, especially if we don't find a green. But I don't know if my next turn I want to find a green. I mean, if it pops up, I take it. I don't foresee myself not taking the forest if it pops up, especially since it goes straight into the graveyard. It's not shuffled back into our library because of how Search for Escanta works. Losing the green mana could be very punishing for this entire game. But I don't know if flooding out's a good thing either. In hindsight, this is not a good hand to keep. I'm seeing that more and more because Thopterus does some work, but it doesn't do enough for us. That makes 1 mana Seal of Ways. We can block her. She does have the first strike. We'll keep it. We have a lot of lands, so I wish I could play it and search for lands. So since we can't, the Memorial Folly is a good thing. This gives us a Thopter, which is a little chumpy blocky. No attacks. Next turn we can search for a forest. We can force a forest. 3, 2. We won't be able to play the forest and a Gift of Paradise though. That's not something we like to see. It costs 1 less to cast, but it's still going to cost 3 to equip. They're going for the full attack. I don't see why we don't block. Maybe, let's see. They would first strike down the token unless they're a very bad player. I'm going to keep the token so that maybe I can kill the Griffin next turn. They're attacking with her because she is Vigilance, plus there's literally no drawback to... They get the lifelink is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So we'll get down the Fountain of Renewal. I shouldn't have played the tower. That was a mistake. We'll get the green out of our deck. It'll thin our deck too, which will help. I'm not going to attack. I do have the double block for the air, and I will take it. If I triple block her, though, she will die. They're probably going to put that on her, though. That's going to be a problem. Especially with the first strike. Maybe I shouldn't have highlighted it, because when you touch things, they highlight it. That way they know it's... I don't know. Maybe they could have forgotten about it. Yeah, having her be a 4/2 is a problem. I think I take the 4 from her to double block in the air. I could throw away the Master Thopterist. to block her. I'll just block the knight for now. Because I could find the Thopterus back, but I don't know if that's the right play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. We will be able to flip the compass if we get another, if we search for another land. And that will... Ooh. I'll keep it on top. I don't know if it's the best idea. 1, 2, 3. So we'll put this on the tower. I could play another Gift of Paradise, but then I won't be able to search with the compass. And I think I need to search with the compass to guarantee the next land. So I'll do that right now. We have white on the board. We have double black. Double blue is... Yeah, I think double blue is a must. I mean, we have it with Gift of Paradise, but I'm just saying. So we're not going to attack here. I am going to throw him out to block her next turn, I think. Unfortunately, the Eldest Reborn's not going to be as good. Maybe that was a greedy keep. But I mean, I would have only gotten Guild Mage's form. That was what was on top of the deck when I scryed with the treasure map. In case you don't, or not treasure map, the compass. Angel's going to be bad news for us. They need 2 more mana and they can activate her ability, which gives her lifelink. If they gain 5 life in a turn, they make an Angel token. So I could take 4 or 6 damage this turn. I'm only going to take the 4. I'm going to throw away the Thopterus, as much as I hate to do that. Oh, they did get an Angel. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. We're going to keep that in the library. We're going to play a land here. And we're in a finality. That wipes them. And then we get the treasure map. That flips, which lets me at the end of their turn scry with the treasure map. If they don't, they probably don't have a haster, but I'm not going to just pass priority. Well, I have an end stop, so we're good. But they could have a hasting creature. Hold on, I don't trust the pass turn thing. We got to do this right. Eldest Reborn's a lot better now because if they drop a creature, it will die. And then we can get Resplendent Angel on our side. We will have the 3 white to do her buff. We have the mana already. They have 5 lands. What can they play for 5 white? Does it really matter? I don't think it really matters. I don't know what they're thinking about so much. 2 creature tokens. That makes the Eldest Reborn, the first part of it, not so great. They have 2 more mana to play with. We're just going to make sure that they're not doing anything else. Looks like they have something. So it looks like that's going to be the creature they sacrifice. I'm going to scry now. There's no reason not to. That's awesome. That's going to be a 7/7 creature. I don't need the upkeep stop because I'm going to keep the creature. Yep, keep on the library. Where are we at in the graveyard here? 3. It's 9 mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have enough right now. Do we want to totally tap out though with 12 life? No, I think I clocked them with the Eldest Reborn. So we're gonna go green, blue, and then black. Gonna put the Gift of Paradise on the island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves 2 left over. That. I don't really care. I don't really care. Oh, wait. Hold on. That last one I need black mana. I forgot. I'm playing Eldest Reborn, not the Amalgam. So we'll do that. They'll sacrifice a creature. It'll be no big deal. Yeah. Hopefully. And then we'll scry with the treasure map right now. I don't really care. Yep, that's one I expected them to sacrifice. It's no big deal. We'll add the mana. Scry with the treasure map. We see on Sarah's Wings. We'll keep it. Next turn we'll be able to do this plus the Sarah's Wings. We'll have an 8/8 flying vigilant lifelink. That will only grow with the more lands we play, pretty much. No reason to upkeep Scry because we know what we're drawing. We'll flip the map regardless. We'll have plenty of mana to play around with, as Kanta is far from flipping, but I mean right now it's just filtering our top deck, especially with treasure map going away. That's not going to hit us, but they still will make the 2/2 knight. I think. I believe so. So they're going to go into their attack phase. Vigilant lifelink. These also have lifelink. They're at 40 life. That's something to respect, but once we get going, their life totals probably not going to matter. So we're going to untap the creature, take it out of combat. I don't think that gets rid of this trigger, though. I think this trigger's already gone off. It's too late to take it back. But we can't be preemptive with Spires because it has to be targeting an attacking creature. So the creature has to be attacking. Okay, so we are going to take the 4 damage, which is going to be pretty rough. But we're going to be getting an 8/8 flying lifelink vigilance. So maybe they'll think twice about attacking into us. They probably do run Settle, which is going to be a problem. That's fine. It's 3 more damage to take, which is, it's sucky, but it's whatever. They have to discard a card. They're thinking about it. I'm looking at what mana to tap. So we'll do that. Play this. White. White. And black. Why not? On Sarah's Wings. There's the 8/8. Do this. Look at the scry. We don't need any more land. We flip the map. And then we say go. We have a 9/9 flyer lifelinker. Didn't expect to jump from 8 to 9. I totally forgot about the treasure map flipping. Why do they run this? Maximum hand size. Oh. Oh, they're more than a 60 card deck. There's some card draw there. I bet they play Sanguine Sacrament, which is 2 white and an X. You gain, was it X life or double X life? I don't remember. It almost wouldn't surprise me if they keep trying to clock us here. I think I let the 3/1 stay in combat. Right? Make them pay the mana to re-equip it. They probably have Settle. That's probably their last card. Their creature power 2 or less enters the battlefield. I think we take Resplendent Angel, though. If they tap 3... 2, 3... They won't have enough for Settle. Yep, you can gain your life. Well, take the knight out of combat, past the blockers. We'll block like this. Pass the damage. We go very down low, but then we gain 9 life. they re-equip it this turn, we're safe to attack because they won't have mana up for settle. It looks like they're going to re-equip because I see them highlighting. They have 3 lands. If they drop a 4th land, they're out of cards in their hand, so we don't have to worry about settle. This has vigilance, so there's absolutely nothing to worry about. We're going to take my turn. I'm going to keep that in the library because I am going to get rid of their thing. Let's just make sure. I don't want a Thopterus. Yeah, I want the Angel. Yep. We're doing good. We are doing A-okay here. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do this. Ixalan's Bind. The Sigil away. Thank you. And then we're going to draw a card. Perfect. A white. I'm going to activate this. Next. Next. Oops. Oh, I threw away all the mana. Oh, I threw away all the mana. Oh, I still get the Angel, though. I threw away all the mana pumping this, thinking for some reason it had haste. I mean, I have nothing else to do the mana with. The only thing I could do the mana with, if for some reason they're running Cleansing Nova and they get rid of all artifacts, that's going to be very bad for us, and we wouldn't be able to pop the Fountain of Renewal in response. So we do have to look out for Settle the Wreckage. We have to look out for Cleansing Nova. Those are 2 things, but careful attacks with just this little 4/4 Angel will do plenty for us. Nothing else before my turn? No. I still could have popped the Fountain with the Treasures and the Spires of Verazca. I'm going to be going up to 27 life here. They are probably holding a Settle. I don't see why not. Fountain of Renewal. That's a 4 mana draw card. Or we could, you know, I'm going to graveyard it, get Azcanta closer to flipping. That's an excellent draw for us because we're stalling out right now. Attacks really aren't very safe. So we'll spend 2, play out the treasure map. Tap 1, we'll scry with it now. I don't think that's a useful card at the moment. We'll move to combat next. Attackers. And we'll only attack with the Angel. The Angel token. We'll give them bad Settle the Wreckages. We'll chip them down 4 life at a time, which will take, at this moment, 11 turns. Which is not fantastic, but it's what we got to work with. End the turn. It does have Vigilance, so it will stay as a blocker. They're looking at it. They're not liking this. They're going to have to severely overwhelm us. That's their only chance of winning. 4, 5. I'm just counting mana. I could take back the Thopterus with my Memorial to Folly, but I almost wonder if it's more valuable to me to just draw cards. Using the Arch of Verazca. If you could let that resolve, that'd be amazing. We're looking at my 11/11 Flying Lifelinker that keeps growing every time I play a land because I hardly play any duplicate lands. I think I play the blues because blue is one of my strongest colors in this deck. If they could let this resolve, that would be amazing. We got a land off the top deck, past attacker. It looks like it's going to be my turn. Anything else left to do? I could sack my last token to get the Master Thopterus out of my graveyard, but I think I'll save that for a turn. Might even do it sorcery speed. Put the land in the graveyard, don't need it. Cool. Forgot to use the treasure map, which is no problem. We'll use the black to scry. Should have done that in my upkeep. I'm just not thinking clearly. This match is getting pretty crazy. Find Finality. That kills the Resplendent Angel. But maybe I just keep it. I think I do. It's always good to have a backup plan of some sort. So we'll spend some mana, play this out, and I'm going to turn the Fountain of Renewal into a 5/5 creature. This does make my Fountain of Renewal kind of vulnerable to all sorts of stuff, but I think it's worth it. I should have drawn my card before playing my Skilled Animator, but at this point we've gone into the big mana territory where I have more mana than I know what to throw around. We get our Find Finality. Next, we're going to move to attackers, and as painful as it is, we're only going to do the little chip damage 4 at a time. Bait out probably one of the worst settles. I've seen worse settles than settling a 4/4 Vigilant Angel. Find Finality is another thing I could do. It does wipe out the Skilled Animator. I could keep the Skilled Animator, but then it would wipe out the Angel. I would need 12 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have 14 mana. I'm going to put the upkeep scry. I'm going to actually remember this time. I'm going to let Azcanta do the filter first. That's a mistake I often make. Pass to attackers and combat, and it's going to be my turn. In which case I'll just draw a card. Drawing cards is good. I have the longevity in this game. So I get an Unknown Shores. It's going to be my turn. Resolve that. Gain my life. Resolve this. Look at the top card. It's going to be another treasure map. We're going to keep it up top. I no longer need my upkeep scry because I know I'm going to keep it. We're going to go with the land into the scry. At this point, I'm not sure why they don't concede. I totally control the board, but maybe, just maybe, they somehow board wipe me. Do I want to murder? Probably not. We flip that. We don't do that now. We do this. Play out my map. Yep, it's a treasure map. Tap 1. We're going to scry. We're going to filter our draw for our thing. Another murder. Do I pass up both murders is my question. I think I do. Honestly. So, I'm going to sack a treasure and draw a card. So with board wiping with Finality, is that actually worthwhile? I'm going to play the tap land first. Enter is tapped. I don't think I want to do much else. We're going to attack for 4 in the air again. I mean, I really got to play against the settle. I don't think I have much to deal with it. Alright, so we'll put the upkeep stop while we're here. I might return the Thopters from my graveyard at this point. That's fine. That doesn't bother us at all. They get a little bit of life gain. I'm really expecting a concede at any point here. Maybe they're somehow hoping we'll mill out. Seriously doubt we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we could have sacked a treasure for a card draw, but too late. Because it did tap this, but we could have put in the mana for a treasure and gotten a card draw. That's not a good one. We're going to transform the Search for Azcanta, and then we're going to do the 1 to look at our draw before we take our draw. Any day now. Oh, Tezzeret, hells yeah. Oh yeah. Main. We're going to yeah, we'll do this. Get our 2 draw cards. Why not? I like drawing cards. Do you like drawing cards, opponent? I like drawing cards. 4. I might have enough mana for all this. How do I want to do this? Blue, green, colorless, Thopterist. Come on. Come on. Don't have all day. Some random mana. I don't really care. For this guy. Yep. That makes a token. And guess what? We're not done. We are not done, opponent. Prepare to shit yourself. I mean, you can think about it all you want, but this is going to get nutty real quick. And this is going to make the clock go a lot faster. Alright. That resolved, which is excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. There's Tezzeret. We get to untap our 7/7 Behemoth for intimidation factor and for dominance. Because that's what we need right now. Come on. Yep. Now just resolve this and we'll be good. I'll be making my Thopter token like so.
You were foolish to come.
I'll be sacking a treasure to draw a card. Any day now.
My device is finished, as are you.
I mean, the fact that they haven't conceded is amazing. This is amazing. I love this so much. I really do. Okay. Once again, just one attack. I'm going to chip you away. One Settle the Wreckage could just clear out this whole board. Okay, your turn. Your turn. Nothing else for me to do here. Get my upkeep scry, and there's the concede. Once this deck stabilizes, which can be said about a lot of decks, I realize, but once the deck stabilizes, it's really, really hard to deal with that. So thank you all so much for watching. This has been probably one of my favorite jank decks that I have. Although the Abzan Misfits was really, really fun. I had a lot of fun with that. I've even played it a bunch more since that video, and it very consistently performs well at the level that it's matched at. So it's definitely a deck I like keeping around. Let me know if you want to see any of these other decks. But until then, thank you again for watching, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye!